Alright. Welcome. We are back, meaning me and my ancestors within. These are like some channel messages. Sorry for the bluffer. And if you can't really hear me, the train is like going by back and forth each minute of the hour. So I'm outside. Mega. Crusty lips. Alright. Hope y'all can see me okay. Bear with me. Maybe it's just me on the end. How I'm looking at it. So I got some downloads last night. I think this is added up for the whole week of downloads. I just put it into just one big old statement for everybody to comprehend. So I'm drinking Red Bull. This is not sponsored because I would not be a great salesman. I would laugh the whole fucking time trying to sell you something. So yeah, I'm drinking Red Bull. For those who want to know, my favorite Red Bull is like the blue edition. That's the one I normally go for. Red Bull gives you roots, and it does. And this is today's topic is about. So I had visions as well, and I also had downloads from source, and I began writing them down instead of just trying to hold in the information. And this is about God lives in the imagination. What you believe, you will attract. So let me know if you can hear me okay. Alright, welcome on in. How are you? How are you? Welcome. Nice to see you again. I can't really see you because I'm writing this down, I'm trying to like save battery, so I'm gonna do my best to read y'all comments. So if I squint my eyes, I'm blah blah blah. But today's topic is about the Matrix God, the one that they have us trying to control within our imagination through Hollywood or Hollyweird. And I already saw myself doing this video before, so that means I might be ahead of certain information. But I'm gonna do my best to say what I have to say. And I was channeling Matrix God yesterday, which I don't know why. It's like all of them came to me. Meaning there's more than one version of the Matrix God and also the Matrix Devil. And that's what you consider what's good and what's bad. But enough of trying to have a duality consciousness. I really want to talk about the unconsciousness where ego and the God, the Matrix God lives. That's where they live. I can't tell you exactly which solar plex they live within you. That's up to you to figure that out, for you to get your own cleansing and to detox all that information. But at the same time, don't lose your ability to believe in God and to believe in your imagination, because that's the key to surviving this Matrix realm, to survive the earth. Hi, welcome on in. How y'all doing? I hope y'all doing okay. I should turn on my brightness, but I really don't feel like turning it on all the way. But it kills my battery. It really does. Alright. Fuck it. I turned it on. I'm only gonna be out here for like half an hour anyway. Or like 30 minutes. Yes, Sky Daddy. This is about Sky Daddy, the Matrix Sky Daddy. Not the Sky Daddy within you, or the, the mama, Sky Mama, the gods and goddesses within you. No, not them. I'm talking about the one that this Matrix build with its own archetype. And what's interesting, Sky Daddy showed me how he came in. I was like, I asked Sky Daddy, how did he get inside of the Matrix? he said I was built through AI when technology arrived. But he said he was in somebody's minds before. So that means the people who wrote the books of the Bible saw God within their mind eye. Meaning, he could have came down here once upon a time as one of you and me, which I can believe that and see that because I've been searching and Googling like gravestones where Jesus and God was buried at. And it's pretty... Thank you. 1 second. Alright, it's back. Okay. So he showed me that how these people got the information from the Bible. It's because they went inside of somebody else's imagination or of their own. Shut the fuck up, New York. It's too early in the morning. Every day. Sorry. They kill me with that. And then sometimes they just like pump their horn and shit. Like, this shit is so annoying. Oh my god. Sometimes I wonder why I moved here. I know why I moved here, to have more creative flow, to be in of my destiny. My destiny is here. But there's some parts of New York that is so fucking annoying. Like the traffic. Traffic is very annoying. When you're not even driving. You're just observing the traffic. Still mad at me. But anyway, he told me that he came with the Matrix, meaning he was already inside of the Matrix, and he unlocked himself with the people that was imagining him. Really. So I'm guessing what he meant by that. He's part of... He imagined himself here, just like we did. Earth to me is like one big ass dream from the dream that's within us. And each day that we go to sleep, we're actually visualizing our day before, and we can actually choose a different path than what we did in that ultimate reality at that time. Because when you go to sleep, you're in a different world. You're in a different parallel universe of your own reality, of this exact same reality, but different path, different scenarios, and different equations, and different like things to solve the problem with. Because it's not only just Sky Daddy, the Matrix Daddy. There's also a devil Matrix Daddy as well. I call him my uncle or some shit like that. I don't know. It's weird. But when you know the Bible, you know the Bible. You know where your timeline is. You can start saying certain shit and you're like, oh, this shit makes sense. Where the timeline is. Because I used to think every time the Matrix would get reset, the Bible starts to kick in and play in its own manifestation. Like, I could just see it every day. I can see when the chapter of Jacob, when we're in the chapter of Matthews, when we're in the chapter of Isaac, and then some people are doing like these sinful things on earth, but it's the reason why is that happening is because we do need sin. We do need good and a bad guy. We need a good guy and a bad guy. We need somebody to flush out the system. That's funny that I mentioned that. That's how it looks to me when I'm inside of the arena of where they live. You can do that, because like I yelled at my ancestors yesterday I said, how come I am here and I'm alive at the same time and I'm not even dead? And I yelled at my grandma, I'm like, look who's dead, not me. I'm not, I'm living. So remember what you promised me when I got here. I don't know why I was yelling at my grandma. I got fed up with her. I was like, she take forever on deliverance. I'd be like, if you don't deliver the package. And it's some things are that are within our timeline, within of our imagination, we did not necessarily signed up for. It was already coded within us for us to walk on that path. So attraction is like a powerful thing. What you see light inside of the attraction is what will pull your will like magnet. Every time. Let me know y'all can still hear me. Good. I'm gonna have to go somewhere. It wouldn't matter. The train is everywhere because it goes around the city, on top of the city. So it's like weird. It wouldn't matter where I would be at. The train will still be fucking out. The train is confirmation. I'm gonna use the train as confirmation. Yeah. Which I started getting better at riding the trains, by the way. Trains are starting to be easier to ride. Anyway. So let me say that again before I was really interrupted by the train. Attraction is a powerful thing. What you see light inside of the attraction is what will pull your will like a magnet. So whatever is influencing you at the time. How light works. Okay. When I get the vision, when I want to attract something, whether it's people, places, or thing, I imagine a light around it or inside of it. I don't control the light, what it looks like. I ask the light what it looks like. And then the light starts to speak through what it is that I am attracted to and why I'm attracted to it. So it's like the light is beaming behind, like how the sun is, using the sunlight. You can use that. Or just use any matrix light. Or use your authentic light, the light inside of you, the light that you know that what it looks like, if it makes sense. Alright. So then I said, sometimes our environment can control what we attract, like how there are ads on YouTube that allow you to be attracted to what it's trying to sell you. So the devil and the God can attract something to you like a YouTube ad. It can just be like swung right directly towards your direction, consciously or unconsciously, without you knowing. And you have to be aware of what's being influenced by you. You can't allow everything to be in its one's imagination, because not every information is good for you and not every information is bad for you. It depends on how you look at things. Thank you for the hints. Appreciate it. I don't know how I'm doing this video today. I'm just winging it. But yeah. Oh my god. I'm trying not to let that distract me, so hopefully y'all can hear me. So God and the devil can sell you a vision. What it is that you're seeing within your vision, within your imagination, God lives within the imagination. Where is the imagination? It's inside. It's inside of spirit. You have the Son, the Father, and the Holy Spirit. The Son is the sun. The Father is the, moon. or the Father is the Spirit, and the Holy is the moon. And then that's when you get the cross idea. So when God is giving you the vision, the devil is also giving you information about the vision, about something that is happening outside of itself for you to receive the vision. So the next day when you wake up out of the dream world, it's like you have a choice to live on different paths once you receive the information. You can either choose to go path A, path B, but most of us are multiple dimensional beings, so we go on all paths. We need to, because that's how we get gems, and that's how we get like blueprints, create our own blueprints. So God lives in your imagination. There are two places where your imagination can lie. The one in the mind and the one in the heart. Now I just showed you where God lives. God damn it. I was not supposed to do that, but I did anyway. Maybe it was for a reason. Maybe somebody needed to hear it. Alright. God lives in the heart chakra, and God also lives in the pineal gland. Those are the two places. And then the soul lives in the solar plex. Believe it or not. I figured this shit out like a long time ago. That the soul lives in the solar plex. That's where everything is being manifested and being created. And it's weird. I don't know where I got that information from, or where my mind or my spirit got it from. I don't know. I think I just asked ancestors one day, like, because like there's a time period where scientists was trying to measure out where the soul lives and where the body goes when leaving the soul. It goes back into light. We go back into light. We always been light, and we continue to be light. Nothing really don't exist anymore until we don't give it acknowledgement that it does not exist. Everything is always giving us acknowledgement that it existed because it's from our frequency, from a different time, from a different dimension. And the thing is, we have like ops in a way, because like they don't want us to believe the God within our imagination. They don't want us to believe that we are gods and goddesses of this realm. They don't want us to take back what we imagine. So they hijack what we imagine. They've been doing this since the time of birth, since the beginning of time. It's a long time. I can't calculate how long it's been. I can, but that's a lot of numbers. That's a lot of time on their hands. So we're taking back time. Or we're creating time. I feel like we're creating it more than taking back, because once something is taken, can it be given back, really? In a way, yes. It's called borrowed energy. You can borrow its energy, what it's been taken from you. You can borrow your own creation if it's been stolen by, say, somebody destiny swap you, but you still have to go through that path in order to receive some type of blessing or some type of something. I don't know what it is. I don't like to say blessings, because it's to be blessed. It's to be less of something. You want to be more than what you're receiving in blessings. I have something in my mind earlier before I got here online. I don't know. Like, when they speak to me, it's like I'm in a movie theater and there's speakers inside of my head, and it's like very loud, and they talk very deep, in a deep voice, including my ancestors, the females and the male ones. They all have this like sturdy, deep voice that I can't really describe. And something that they told me about, something about blessings. If you're gonna say, bless those who bless me, you can also say, bless me that I bless those. It's a give and a take type of thing. In order to get blessing, you cannot seek the blessing. You gotta let blessing come to you directly, like a magnet. That's why I say attraction is a powerful thing. What you see light inside the attraction, what will pull your will like a magnet. Remember that. And also tell your ego when it's in the midst of conflict, say, I only know how to win, I don't know how to lose. Lock it in. It's both ways. What goes in must come out. As above, so below. They have an as above and so below type system, you know. They can't just, say, give me, take me. No, it's a win-win type of situation. It's 50-50. It's eye for an eye. Never mind. I would say a soul for a soul, but that's a little bit different. It's really a vision for a vision, imagination for imagination. If I give you something of my world, I expect something back in return, and that's how most people not all, most, not saying everybody, who believe how prayer works, how to get something works. No, you have to put work in and work out. Do shadow work. Yes, bless those who acknowledge me, and vice versa. Same thing. You have to acknowledge them in order to receive your blessing as well. Because, here's how prayer works. Prayer is like chanting, in a way. Prayer is like spell work, almost. Because in order for prayer to really work, you have to imagine that person. We imagine people every day, and we see the people that we imagined every day. I see it all the time. It's just hard to comprehend how imagination works. Imagination is attraction. It's light. It's something that you believe in, that you want to manifest. Because, believe it or not, we are all part of God's imagination. Except he's not here, he's in his realm, but we're here in the realm that he created. But where is that realm that he went to? Back to source. Where do we go when we fall asleep? Back to source. What is source? Source is chaos and darkness. Source is also matter in the mother. So what is Sky Daddy? The projector of its own imagination. Jesus, I believe, could be the projector of God's imagination, because he had multiple abilities. He was a shaman, and he still don't know his gift. He still is walking amongst us, but asleep, in a way, because there's only half of 1044 that ascended into the heavens of Christ-like consciousness. Only 1,444? What about the rest? Where did they go? Did they have a choice to go where God designed them to go? Just like sometimes I ask these angels that come to me, and I started to draw them. I got more to come to draw, but I'm gonna paint them really, so you can see what they look like. They actually look like what some people been drawing of, except for the angels with wings. They don't look like that. They look like energy, and their energy is starting to form a shape, and it's like, I don't know, it's like they take things from this matrix 3D holographic world and use our imagination to express the realm that they are in by channeling us. Because we are the satellite, we are the channeler. And sometimes when our satellite is off, it's because of our environment, really. Because we have it's like a war. It's really a war that's been played on for thousands of years on Earth that I've been seeing over and over in my mind, and also of reality. What's happening on the inside is also starting to reflect on the outside. So when ego is living in the unconscious, it's living in its own imagination. It's trying to make a world better for itself to live in. So when you are praying to somebody, make sure you always imagine a white light, not only just on them, but also on yourself. Because you're opening up like portals when you're saying these type of prayers. Why do they have certain words in Psalms 23 and Psalms 91? Look it up. Just look up Psalms. Just look up how they are casting upon people's shadows and upon people's spirit. What are they envisioning when they are praying to somebody? Because sometimes when you're praying, you're also praying on somebody, meaning you're wanting something out of this prayer because you think God is going to give it to you. That's not how prayer works. And I used to say this all the time, like, I went back to church when I came here just to like refresh my memories on knowledge and stuff. Now I was like, oh yeah, now I see why I didn't like going to church, because this and that and third. And then I started to make my own church as my own home wherever I go. And then teaching my own self, because God never gatekeeps. I mean, he does. Some. But it's only when you want to be awakened to the knowledge and information to apply the wisdom. Just remember, he has different versions of him coming to you. He's not just some white man up in the sky. That's skydiving. No. God is within you. You should know God. You don't have to have a Bible. You shouldn't have to have somebody to teach you about God. God is a spirit. God is something within. It's something that moves within you. And some of these pastors sometimes praise on people who, it's because they're trying to travel through them. That's how they do it. That's how they travel. And I'm noticing this shit. And I'm witnessing it. And I'm like, is there something I'm supposed to do about it? Can I say something about it? Maybe, I don't know. I'm not trying to defend anyone's religion. That's not my agenda, because I believe in all things and everything. Even I believe I'm a fucking god myself. Or a goddess. Because I'm using my imagination. I'm using my unconscious ability to travel in Earth. And I'm traveling, how I'm doing it is I'm traveling through my dreams, just like how they are. But the thing is, who knows if it's righteous or not to do this stuff? Why did God and the devil give us these type of information to be able to move the way that we do? Everything is for a reason. To balance. To know thyself. And to get to understand thyself of how it works. Nothing is demonized until you make it a demon. It was not a demon when it got here. It was just energy. It's not until you recognize that it was bad that it became bad. It's not until it's an angel till you recognize something that was good. How do you not know we... The thing is, I think we switched sides. I think we switched the sides. Or they switched the side without us knowing. And they did a very fucking good job, because how come some people are seeing this and some people are not? How come we're just now knowing what these angels and these demons truly look like? Because we released the veil from the dream world. The dream world is the source world, is the astral world. It is where they all live. All of them. And they all manifest themselves there. They use their imagination there in their realm. And sometimes us beings, we can pick up those frequencies, what they are creating, we can see. And some of us are able to live out of their own imagination, their manifestation. Be careful which side you pick, because sometimes the devil can come in wolf sheep clothing, and also God. If it's God, sometimes God is teaching you a lesson, an adolescent lesson. And then if it's the devil is teaching you how to fight, or how to fight God. In some ways, sometimes, not all the time. So, alright. I guess I'll get back to it. I did have some visions last night. Like a lot. I don't know. Alright. Grand Rising. Welcome on in. Make sure y'all hit that like button. I'm much appreciative of you if you do. Honestly, it will help me out in the algorithm, and it will boost me up more. I'm trying to go viral, but that shit is hard to go viral. We've done this before, right? So we're catching up with our subconscious in the dream. I feel like we've done this completely before. Hold on. Alright. I had to get my paper. It had dropped. And also, thank you to those who have been donating to my GoFundMe. I did not expect that. That was a true blessing in disguise, honestly. Not only you're helping me out, but you're also helping some of the women in the shelter out as well. So ever since I got here, I've been like helping other people as well, what I can, especially with like my food stamps, this and that, the third. But if you would like to send more donation to my GoFundMe, I'll link it in the comment section, and my Cash App is also underneath. I think there was a reason why I was supposed to go homeless, and now I'm starting to see it. Well, supposed to. I am homeless. What I'm talking about. I am strictly homeless. Like, completely lost everything. It's bittersweet having used I guess blueprints to life. Using my imagination to imagine the things I want in life. In order for me to do that, I had to be in a place like this, I guess. But yeah, so last night, well, all week really, I think last night was just like a sum up of what it is that I was seeing in my vision. So my ancestors was like in the ether. But for some reason, the ether's starting to be a little bit more bright. Like, you can start seeing actual buildings and shit like that and being inside. And you can actually move inside of their world. But I try to stay still when I'm in it, because whatever I touch can actually come back to here. And I'm like, I'm not trying to do all that shit. I've done it once before, grabbing things out of the ether, putting it here on Earth. And then I'm like, that it's creepy to do. It's a weird feeling. That's why I don't want to do it anymore. But the train is coming. But yeah. Anyway. So these are visions that I have with my ancestors in the ether. And this is something I had previously out throughout this week that I paid attention to. Some visions I don't pay attention to, some visions I do, because I don't know. The thing is, I gotta pay attention more to details when it comes to the vision, because that's the bigger picture of what it is that I could possibly be missing or not channeling. So my ancestor, they was like in a long hallway. Remind you, they was not in of their body. They was just in proton light this time. And it was like a long hallway with many doors. And the doors was like gray. And some of them, they looked like they was cleaning or sweeping up or whatever. And I happened to be in the hallway, the exact hallway they were in. It looks like the hallway in the building that I'm in right now. It's kind of weird. And when I stepped when I stepped near them, they all looked back with the broom, turning their heads directly towards me. And they kept saying, "Open up the doors." And I kept saying, "How do I open up the doors?" They was like, "Use the symbols that we gave you before to open up the doors." And I was like, "Oh shit, I forgot about those symbols." So I took like my energy or whatever out of my body, out of this avatar that I was in. It was like light. So it was like lava almost looking, with like a bunch of crystal rocks inside of it. When I was drawing on each door, I was drawing that symbol that I showed you like before in my live video that looks like the sun, and then also the Libra symbols. I didn't know that's what was combined at first until I sat down and I thought about it a little bit more. I was like, hey, that shit looks like the symbol of the sun and the symbol of the two Libras, like just connected with the sun. So I started to draw it on the doors. And when I was seeing my lights coming out of my hand, I had like very long, weird fingernails. Like, I don't know, like almost, I wouldn't say demonic. It just looked out of the norm. It just looked something that you don't see on a daily person hand, you know, like just long ass black fingernails. And I was just like drawing symbols on these doors. I kind of look like, I did see myself once I opened up these doors, but I'm gonna give that a minute. When I saw myself, that shit kind of like freaked me out. And I was like, how did I imagine a mirror in here? I was like, somebody else must have imagined it. Another version of me from a different time that put it there for me to experience that reality. Symbols on it, the light came throughout my nails, and it was like, all right, it started to open up the doors. One door had a mirror in it. I was able to see myself in of that reality, and what I saw of myself was kind of like weird. It was just like the shadow version of me as my higher self, because how I knew it was my shadow version of me, it had like goat legs. And I seen myself like this before. But then it kind of looked like I was Lilith in a way, with the horns going backwards, like a bull. But I wasn't Lilith. I was like, I just looked at myself. I was like, what the fuck am I? I was like, what kind of shit is this? I was like, can I have a better avatar than this? I tried to look to my left and right to see if like somebody would come, and I was like, oh, my ancestor came by the door. And then she gonna ask me, how do you like how you look? I said, what kind of shit is this? I did not ask for this. And then she's gonna go, well, you don't have to ask. I'm like, okay. I feel like one of my answers give me like straight up attitude every time I speak to her. And I know who she is because I met her in real life. I was like, oh shit, now I know who you are. And she was just showing me like, all right, with this avatar, you have this amount of power. You have this amount of gifts. You can do this. You can do that. Use your fucking imagination. She was just cussing at me, yelling at me. And then she was being mad how I got myself stuck in life sometimes, stuck in a static motion. And I said, she told me to envision the static in the mirror, which I did. I did envision the static in the mirror. And I started to move. And then she told me, break the mirror. I was like, are you sure I should break the mirror in the astral world and your realm? She's like, yes, that is okay, because the static that I was in carried all those negative energy, those low vibrational beings that was attacking me throughout this lifetime to keep me from being in my destiny. Oh God, I don't like seeing myself. But yeah. So when the static, like when I broke the mirror with the static, it was still staticky in the reflection of the broken mirror. She was like, all right, take a piece of the static. It felt like some Harry Potter shit. When he had broke the glass and he had kept one of them and he was able to see his parents from the other realm through those glass. It was like that. She said, this piece of glass will help you see into one's imagination and capture all the negative energy for you to balance. So then we opened up another room. We went back down the hallway. Now there is mist or like fog coming out of these hallways, right? There's mist. And when coming down these hallways, we open up another door. One door actually has the source, to go through the source, because outside of itself, I never really saw the building. I can't tell if it's in a building or not. I just know we're inside of the building. And when we went to the next door, it opened on its own. I didn't even have to draw the symbol again. That one symbol that I drew on one door actually opened up many doors to endless possibilities. And then when we went to that door, I guess what I saw was more proton-like beings in one room, one big ass room. And that's where I saw the tunnel again. And we didn't go in that room, and we didn't help. We helped some individuals get out, but some individuals still getting swept up, getting vacuumed in by source. At that time, I was like, oh hell no, I'm not. I was like, nope. Let me close the door. Let me go to a different one. And then when I went to the other different one, there was like, it was kind of like almost American God-ish in a way. There was just like a Ferris wheel. Not a Ferris wheel. It was like one of those horse thingies where the kids ride in. And I saw my inner child, I saw my inner child, my 5-year-old self in that place. That is a big wolf. Was that a husky? That is a straight up husky. He's big as well. Please don't come over. If you do, be friendly. That was fucking huge. He's like this, like, tall. I'm hoping he has an owner. Okay. We're good. But yeah. So when I saw my 5-year-old self on the horse, whatever thingy, kind of like how Shadow went with Wednesday on the chairs wheel thingy, whatever the crap. It was kind of like that. It was me and my ancestors going on it, and then we would just spin around, and then we end up in some other dimension. Oh no. Can I would show y'all, but like he's fucking huge. He's not bothering nobody. He's pretty cool. He's huge. I hope that's his own. I don't know. That's why I was like, is it a wolf or a husky? Big ass husky. But yeah. So we went to that other dimension, and we started like gathering back all the tools that I needed for whatever reason. And we just like started talking to other ancestors, from other dimensions, and I was learning a lot of information from them. But that's only going to be on part 2. I can't put it all in one video. I really can't. It's a lot of information within information about Sky Daddy and how he came to be, really. So it was like, that's why I channeled whatever I channeled last night in my short. I said something about being Isaac, something about being Jacob. Remember your path and remember your faith. And then that channel right through me. I don't know why, but it did. Oh my God, he's looking at me. I'm not your dinner. Oh my God. He's a big dog. He has a collar on, but he's lost. I'll go help you find your owner. He's lost. That's sad. I hate seeing lost dogs. It's sad. I used to have a fear of dogs, but I got over my fear of dogs when I made myself get a dog. And I actually got a husky too. And I told myself to stay in the room with the husky and don't come out. It was a battle. But yeah. I'll see you guys part 2, because I do gotta go back. I gotta take care of some shit. And make sure you like today's video. Give it a like, whatever. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't. And I'm much appreciative. Bye.